Let's see, as a matter of fact, who is going to be the victor here on Dust2. We're ready for our opening match. It's a best of 3 between these two. Jason, you excited?
I am excited, actually. Like I said, I love a little bit of, you know, Dick Stacy in the morning.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I don't think there's a single person out there who doesn't enjoy watching this man play. Dexter as well. You know, obviously Renegades have had quite a big switch up in roster since the last time I cast them back in January. No air cast anymore on the team, unfortunately. But Dexter's still going to be there, and Dexter's a damn looking good guy. But here we go. I mean, Mayern, he's the guy to watch for me, right? He's the guy we've been talking about. He's the guy that MIBR is maybe like teasing, as the rumors have gone out there of potentially looking to pick him up. And now we see if he can live up to that kind of pressure that he's going to be under.
Yeah, the potential added pressure, obviously being at such a young age as well, 17. It's a huge LAN event to be contending at. And with the rumors floating around, if he's heard these, it could put a bit of a spin on his game. Right now, though, you've got the 4-player stack from the Skarks towards the A site. They're going to be bolstered up, holding towards short. Renegades taking a very slow approach into the round. They've got 2 smokes, 1 flash on Malta. JNT looks to get the first contact, holding a bit of a filthy Kurt angle here, Jason.
Oh, there you go. Sicko's going to fall. 4-man stacks up here at the A site to help defend this, and they're going to push straight up in towards the site. And, well, actually, City's going to take that away for them. Exit comes through with a nice little double. Lucan setting them up perfectly. And look at this. Dick Stacy is on the other side of the smoke. It's a little bit lucky because Mayern's not looking in his direction as he's distracted by INS. But Dick Stacy has so much work to do. Things are going to get very difficult for him. And unfortunately, he's going to not be able to pick up much of anything. But INS, speaking about picking up kills, gets himself a quick double. He still has 3 more to find, and Mayern behind him. And Sharks smell the blood in the water.
They bite down with all those teeth.
You know, don't Sharks have like 3 rows of teeth?
They do.
Why do you need that much teeth? I feel bad for the shark orthodontist out there that has to give him braces. Like, that's a lot of work. That's expensive.
It would be. Luckily, they get free healthcare.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere outside the United States gets free healthcare, pretty much. Yeah. The U.S. being a third world country and everything. Anyways, they're going to come through. See what, 3 FAMASas, 2 M4s. Renegades going for the full save, not really getting the bomb down. They do have a P250 on INS, however. Since he got a couple of kills. I like this, though. Exit backing away, not trying to go for the challenge. A nade. Just blowing Malta up, unfortunately. And yeah, I don't know how they're still fighting this back. They lost 1 player. I mean, Dick Stacy got a little bit low in HP, but they still get a kill nonetheless. They're not able to rescue the weapon, though. Renegades should not be able to deal with the amount of damage they've been able to so far.
We saw 3 FAMASas being brought up as well from Sharks into this round. One of them's already just been left on the floor after Leo Drunky got laid out. However, they can't recover it. And they have deviated from the initial plan. They're sending back Dexter, with support of INS, over towards the B-bomb site. They're going to be coming up against Lucan. He'll be the first point of contact they have if they do try and sprint in. Most likely, we're going to see a fake being sold over by Dick Stacy and Sicko, and try and tease them into believing it will be an A hit. And then they'll just go in, see if they can get the extra cash over on B.
It's just a shame they don't have any utility, though, to kind of sell this. All they can really do is just like shoot a couple of bullets and hope it's going to turn the eyes of Lucan. He's still going to be waiting, tucked away in the site. Mayern, honestly, should be some easy kills for him. Gets the first. It's going to have to be go time at the B side. And, well, Lucan, he's prepared for it. Not going to work out for them. INS not able to get the follow-up shot. And Sharks going to still win the round, only losing 2 players. But again, like I said, they had 3 FAMASas, so it's not too big of a deal. Maybe some... Actually, no, it actually is a big deal, considering Renegades went for basically the full save, because now they're going to invest into this one.
Yeah, of how close that round actually got, it's not too bad, considering it was like an investment into a couple of P250s. They did well to actually kind of make that long fight look very, very awkward. We're back in again, though. Round 3 now, and this is where it's going to get serious. Renegades with the AKs out to play. Sicko going full Sicko mode as he does don the AWP as well. Spending his time still over towards Suicide right now as he looks down by mid. No one going to be going across, so he can't get an opening pick. Good use of the Molotovs as well, as there's early aggression on display towards short chase, and Malta risking it. Oh, that naked hurt.
He's just pushing up Catwalk here. Malta's able to get 1, but JNT is able to clean up the rest. I'm actually kind of surprised to see them just walk straight through. They didn't really have a flashbang to open things up with, and they just take the fight straight to the face. Meantime, the rest of Renegades looking to push out from long. Got Dexter and INS there. Sicko to back him up. Smoke's going to be going out. But look at this. The CT side Sharks going to push straight through the smokes. Exit, a little bit awkward, to be honest, as Mayer not happy with the kills he has so far. Takes out his teammate. And now it's actually a real possibility for the side of Renegades. 2-on-2. They have 55 seconds to work with, so time is not going to be a factor for them. They need to kill JNT, who's tucked away inside, and he spots him out. JNT, well played by him so far with a 3K.
What a terrible fate they've met now into the round. Sicko, did he spy out the arm? Peering over the top of the barrel, looking if he can actually punish, but he's not able to. Lucan was tagged. He's down on 15 HP. Sicko, he's got the glass cannon up, but he's being hunted. Flanked from the rear as Lucan's going to start to get a move on. Hustling and bustling as he comes from behind. Should be an easy frag with the Famous. Taps his way down. Will get the kill onto Sicko. I don't think he's going to be able to grab the AWP, though. He might get there in time. No, it's not to be done. 3 rounds picked up for Sharks now. But still, they're keeping it close.
I do want to say that, at least in that round, it shouldn't have been that close. Like, Sharks push through the smoke, exit, like, awkwardly gets the first kill, and then Marin just takes his head off.
Yeah.
A little bit of miscommunication maybe going on there, or something. It should have been that close. Like, Sharks, I think, should have been able to win that round a little bit cleaner. But, I mean, either way, at least Renegades are going to keep their money in check. You can see a couple of Deagles bought up at P250. So Renegades still looking to continue to do some damage. Dick Stacy, 0-3 so far. A little bit unfortunate for him. And JNT is ready to just knock them down. Flashbang, will it come through? He actually gets caught not even looking, trying to play anti-flash. There's going to be 3 players there, and they're still going to hold this angle, though. The nade comes through to some decent areas. A flashbang as well. And Sharks just able to clean this up with relative ease. If you were to be a shark, what kind of shark would you be and why?
Hammerhead shark. Just because I feel like out of all of the sharks, they'd probably be the most dapper. Also, they just look quite cool.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what shark has the biggest nose?
Wouldn't you just be a swordfish in that case?
That's what I was thinking, but...
Yeah. How related are they to sharks?
Well, one's a fish. I mean, they're both fish, but... I think isn't like a swordfish closer to like a marlin? I don't know. At least we're asking the real questions.
Yeah, that's what it's all about here. We like hard-hitting facts and journalism. Talking of hard-hitting, JNT is doing just that, as he's going to deliver some bullets straight into Dexter's body, and that is a 4th round picked up for the Hammerhead Sharks.
I actually want to look this up. You know, I'll do that in the break. I'll do that in the halftime, which might be coming soon enough because Sharks really looking unstoppable at the moment. They have, like, what, 7 deaths between the 3 of them after 4 rounds? Or between the 5 of them after 4 rounds?
Yeah. I mean, this is Renegades actually getting in, like, a proper buy, though. Sicko, not just on the glass cannon.
I mean, they had it in 1 round.
They did, yeah. They had the
went towards long.
But it was a little bit fragmented, and it was a very awkward round at that, right? The only reason it got close was because of the team kill, and I don't know, it was fluffed ever so slightly by Sharks. This time it's a lot better. They've got the Krieg out on INS as well, and him just holding towards long could work out very nicely if they continue on with this push. Does he realize JNT's got into long house, though, Jason?
No, he doesn't. Quick little kill comes in. The rest of Renegades going to be pushing up towards short. Luckily, there's going to be no one on the A side to defend against this, but the retake going to be a very real possibility for the Sharks if they do head up towards the A side. And you can see Renegades don't really have the information knowing there's no one up towards the site. They've been expecting the CTs to rotate back a little bit quicker. But speaking of rotating, they've been able to reposition themselves on the A site now. Utility going to be hurting a little bit here since they have 3 players over towards B. Malta going to be hit with a flashbang from a teammate. That's a little bit unfortunate. And just look how like cautious they are trying to push in. They're very afraid of where Sharks can be.
Sharks, they do have the manpower advantage though. They win this one in the battle of attrition. Nice double nade coming in to try and deny the plant. That was actually very nicely calculated. Unfortunately, it's not going to land close enough and do an awful lot of damage. Sicko, no stopping power from the AWP as he's down and out in a matter of seconds. Mayan starts to punish, slips his way up towards the bomb site. Everyone is getting removed. They're all going to crumble away. And the last 2 Sharks will win out the round on the clutch. They're taking it as a 5-0 now. Renegades, they're getting site control, but they just can't hold it down.
Well, that was the first round they actually planted the bomb, too.
Yeah.
So 5 rounds, 1 bomb plant, not ideal. This is their map choice as well. I mean, I don't want to be, too harsh on the Renegades, lads, but they got to start to step up here. You cannot really afford to lose your map choice, especially when the loser of this, well, you're going home. And for the Renegades, that's a very long flight.
It is indeed. They're not going to be too happy about that at all. And this is the one time we've actually seen an AWP now in play for Sharks. Previously, they didn't have to bring one out. They've been doing very well with the rifles, like shown there. Mayan, crisp as ever as he connects that headshot. Tastefully done. JNT actually falls though, Jason. It's the first time he's picked up the AWP, but he's not able to wield it to a high proficiency as he's dead.
Marin's still going to be alive. There's only one person in the site. They unfortunately don't know that for the side of Sharks, though. I think Stacy going to be watching the rotations in from middle since he's over towards short. And the CTs with 3 players alive been able to dispatch him. So they forced the fight to be on one front. Marin still looking for a kill. Gets flashed through, not able to quite get a shot onto INS, though, back towards Car. What's the utility looking like? They got 2 nades, they got a flashbang. Renegades, they have no utility to defend with. And they're still struggling to get the bomb down as things are being thrown in. They've actually rotated Lucan in towards tunnel, so they're going to be hitting from 2 different positions. Dexter has to hit this shot to alleviate the pressure from tunnel if they want to have a chance to defend this.
It's not too bad. They all just need to go with the correct timing. They've got the flashes. They do have kits as well. Dexter, he's been spotted out, but Sicko's already bottomed the opening pick. They're going so fragmented as well. Now they might just want to call it quits. This is getting very bad very quickly, but they can't even exit to get away. Exit will fall. Fragged out by Sicko, and finally, Renegades get a round on the board.
I wonder, where did their nades go out of Sharks?
Well, the 2 HEs there.
Yeah.
So one of them was thrown through the door, and it went close by tunnels, and the other one wasn't used.
I was kind of maybe expecting to throw them both through window and kill the guy in platform. Like you kill the guy back plat, you got tunnel can push out, and then you have like a potentially good retake.
Yeah. Well, the other nade at that point was in upper, so I guess it's kind of awkward what it was doing it. I think they only used one of the flashes as well, though. So it was just a bit weirdly timed.
Maybe it's a little bit of mind games, Maybe they're just going in without throwing anything, so then maybe they take things like, oh, why would they go in without a flashbang to set it up? I don't know. Either way, Renegades take the round. Well done. The initial kill they got onto GNT, or GNT, where's my mind at? You probably guess now. To the B site to open that one up.
Look how different this is already though, Jason. The double AWPs come out instantly after they lose the first round. Before this, it's pretty much only been rifles apart from the one AWP they scavenged from Renegades when they did win that round. God, Leo's nearly been burnt to a crisp.
I think that was all to a Molotov, right?
Yeah.
Why? There was no one there.
He was a bit cold.
I mean, it is like 1 degree here in Poland. In Denmark, I'm assuming it's around the same. Still so much utility left for Renegades to take this A site. Looks like a little bit of a standard 3-2 split. Leo with the SMG towards pit. Like, he has such a tough job here to hold on to alleviate pressure. I mean, Exit's going to have an SMG in sight as well. You have JNT with the AWP on the little rifle that they're going to have. He's going to need to hit these shots. That's the bomb now down. They can maybe force the rotations coming from the B site, spotting that. JNT again peeks up towards long. This man is just not being stopped. Exit somehow gets a kill as well, using the smoke to his advantage, but JNT, could he hold on a little bit longer? 2 players left to find, one flanking in from long. The other trying to creep up to pick up the bomb with 17 seconds left. Speaking of catwalk push, we have the CTs rushing straight through. Mayer just jumps through the smoke, picks up the kill, and the Sharks, off the back of JNT, getting some massive kills. They hold the round back.
That's wild. Big round from JNT. A lot of damage done. Finally starts to punish with that AWP. They're going to keep the double AWP setup going as well. They were able to recover it, so it goes back over towards Mayan, and they can carry on. No cash for Renegades. Looking a little bit broken. Much like a rundown fairground, Jason. There's just not a lot to go on.
Yeah. Like a high school dropout, no class.
Ooh, this is a bit different. They're just going straight down mid. They've just waltzed their way through.
Well, they did something like this before, but Myron just took the head clean off the player who was in the front.
Yeah, but this time they're just playing from window to hold it. They do still have the setup to deal with this. They've got utility, though. 2 smokes. They can smoke towards CT if they want to, but then we could just see this convergence from short. Already they're trying to establish the short control. Nice flash. It's a standard setup where they're just playing anti-flash, so it's not going to matter. As video game drunky gets him killed second.
I wanted to do my impression of him, but I don't want to get the stream comment distracted. So considering Renegades didn't have much behind this, just with the hero AK for Dexter, they've done a decent amount of damage to the Shark side. And actually, funny enough, even though the scoreline is 6-1, it hasn't been really that one-sided. It's not like we have money built up for Sharks. I mean, they have a 5-round advantage, and yet the most money they have on a single player is exit on 1,200. Like, that kind of shows that Renegades, even though they have not been winning rounds, they have been getting kills. Oh.
Like, they've had at least 3 or 2 frags each round. So it's not been that bad. Like, but the majority of the time they have been able to
Can we look at
get down
that? Can we pull up the scoreboard and see like how many people survived on Sharks every round? Oh, we don't have the other UI. That's why. Oh, I'm a little bit sad. Yeah, well, I mean, you still see like the kills, like 5, 5, 3, 4, 1. Like, maybe Nick Stacy's not pulling his weight necessarily, but they're still getting like consistent kills, you know. And it's preventing Sharks from really building up some steam. Like Renegades technically could easily come back with 7 rounds straight here if they're able to pull it off. They have a massive, you know, loss bonus, so they can afford to buy every round. It's just about dealing with this double op setup.
It's also the fact the Sharks are keeping on their toes. They're roaming a lot more. These AWPs have been a whole lot more mobile. Mine's not even really been tested with his yet towards the B site. The majority of the frags have all been found with his rifle, but that's going to work out very easily. The shish kebab as he ignites Dexter and then delivers a bullet straight into his chest.
I mean, if he's making a shish kebab, it would be like a skewer through his chest.
Yeah. Maybe it was a really long bullet.
Sounds like a railgun in Half-Life. Yeah? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Crossbow gun.
The long bolts.
Yeah. Oh, Luke and they're trying to defend. They've been actually able to penetrate middle, but they still have to deal with Mayern. He's able to get the tag, not able to pick up a kill, unfortunately, though, and they're actually able to push him down quite successfully. Bomb, though, going to be stuck in mid, and they need to reinforce him. Sicko's on 6 HP. If exit spots him out or just sprays randomly through the door, they're not going to have the ability to plant the bomb. Instead, he's going to look to hide away in tunnel. I wonder if they know the bomb's there. Well, they're going to know now. The bomb goes down. Sicko tries to get back through tunnels, or get back through middle towards tunnels, and now Dick Stacy up against 2.
If there was a round where you needed the Dick Stacy energy to come out, it would be right now. He needs to go big into this one. Tries to punish with the Krieg and finds the first as J&T has been slapped back down to reality. He's in a 1v1 now. Exit has bomb control. Not much time left on the clock either. It's all about the frag. It's not about the bomb. And Exit's doing a great job of punishing. Recovers one of the AWPs as well. And Sharks, it might keep getting close. Again, down to a one-on-one situation for them to win the round, but they do win the round. And that is the important fact.
I was actually surprised to see him not run away, exit there, just to like make sure he can survive. I mean, Dick Stacy's on 4 kills. 3 came from that last round. Again, Sharks lost out on 4 players, though, which is the unfortunate part. So again, Renegades are just consistently picking up kills, but they're just not able to win the rounds. And you have to wonder, like, will that potentially change? Like, it maybe just like a stroke of luck, which one round can get the snowball going, but at the rate it is currently, the Sharks have them red completely. This is Renegade's choice. Again, if you're just joining us, J&T opens up on a Dexter already off the bat. Gets tagged down from the scout, however. But I wonder what will change for Renegades. I like the little split, the 3-2 split in towards B, right? It wasn't even a 3-2 split because they lost Dexter early on. Like, I like the idea of it. It wasn't bad. The problem is they had the bomb on their opper, and he was stuck in towards double doors.
Yeah, they got a little bit fragmented. Oh, they are incredibly fragmented now as everyone has been grinded to a pulp by Lucan. A 3K already into the round. Showing his weight in gold there of how much value he has for this roster. And now it's back on Sicko. He's had the AWP. We haven't seen a crazy amount of damage done with it. With the scout, can he channel his inner Chris J? Let's see. Pushing out from short. Trying to make his move up towards the site. Exit should have spotted on top of his head. And he'll give him a free haircut.
9-1, wow. Again, like all 3 matches today that we have FaZe Clan coming up after this. Up against 100 Thieves. Yep. We got Fnatic up against MIBR. And then we have Sharks versus Renegades. All 3 matches seem like on paper to be extremely close, but Sharks are honestly proving that it's not really that kind of story. 9-1, like that's such a dominating scoreline, honestly. And yeah, I know it could switch up. It could like a 9-6 potentially. I'm still in favor of Sharks, but like Myron's hitting shots. The thing is, Myron hasn't even had to play like to his usual standard, right? I mean, you have Lucan hitting a lot of shots. You have J&T as well. Like everyone else in the team is playing pretty damn good. Of course, I talk about it, Leo just dies right there. But they haven't needed to unleash Mayern. And that kind of scares me going into the next map.
The man on your screens right now, as you said, he's actually had a lot of impact. However, impact into the round could come from Exit. They've already killed one player in Pit. They've only been playing one in Pit, Jason, so they might not suspect the fact that Exit's just hiding in there, lying and waiting for the right moment to strike. He might not even need to, as Lucan is just railing his way for everyone, and here he comes. It's prime time for Exit. You're not getting away. INS taken down, and it's all on Dexter. A 1v2. We're back into these clutch rounds. Is this the time when it will fall into the hands of Renegades?
Again, as you're seeing, though, like, Renegades are still doing damage. They're still picking up kills. They just can't win these rounds. Marin gets one there. That's on 8 for him. But you have JNT at 14, Lucan at 13 kills, Exit on 12. Like, I mean, you can't even, like, criticize Leo or Marin right now. It's like they just haven't really needed to pick up many kills because everyone else on the team is doing the work for them. Such a dominating performance so far of the Sharks. And I don't know what Renegades need to do differently. I don't know what they need to change here. I mean, besides the fact of just getting rounds.
Yeah, I mean...
How many bomb plants have they had?
I think it's
2?
Yeah, what, 1 on A, 1 on B?
Yeah.
That was it?
Yeah, they won the round on B and they lost the round on A.
Yeah, it's been rough. It's also like, you can see how dynamic Sharks have been in their CT side play, which is really good to see. And this is just the classic play they've been doing as well. They play anti-flash towards Sean. They've literally won this every round. This is the first time that Renegades have actually been able to establish pretty good short control rapidly, as they're going fast as well. They've turned up the tempo. They could cause a mass over-rotation. If they can do a little bit more damage here, yeah, we see Myron rotate off. The bomb is waiting in towards tunnels, but Dexter, he's going back towards mid, Jason. It might not matter, though, as everyone is falling. Somehow, they've converted this into a massive advantage for Renegades, and Malta will strike with a scout. Exit is done for, and Renegades out of nowhere pick up a round.
So for them to win rounds, they have to have Malta get a double headshot kill with the scout, and INS to get a headshot kill with the scout too. Like that's not a great little sign. To be fair, I think Leo kind of fluffed it. He had the opportunity, like they were not even paying attention to him. They had 2 players with pistols, and he shoots between both of them, unfortunately, as he was able to push around the corner. I would have thought he was going to be able to at least get a minimum of 1, most likely 2. And then that kind of snowballed, unfortunately, against Renegades. They take a second round, but it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, they do have Sharks on low money, but Renegades have not been able to string together these rounds. So I still don't necessarily have the confidence in them to win this round, even though they have a far superior weapon advantage, because you have JNT on 14 kills and an AWP. And we already saw what he did earlier on it, playing towards short, getting the kill, dropping in for a kill towards long as well.
I mean, the one advantage they could have into this is, as you said, the buy they've got is so much stronger. And it's also, the rounds they've been winning have been very inconsistent. They're not that repeatable. It's only when someone's popped off for Renegades, right? But when you've got a buy this much better with all of those Kriegs in play, and you've started to be able to fight your way out through long, every time before, it's been such a scrap to gain long control. This time they've actually got out, and they've put a little bit of pressure on. Seeing that man towards top mid when they spotted out INS, they've started to debate if this is going to be an A play. They're rotating 4 players over there. They're only going to leave Lucan on B. He has a scout, but he's going to be up against the trio looking to take that territory.
I feel like JNT is going to be able to get these 2 kills if they peek him. I don't think Lucan's going to be able to hold on with the scout, though, at the B site and back a platform. And they have 4 players towards A, like I said before, expecting this A site hit to come in. Obviously, we know it won't be happening. JNT's going to get the first. Kind of hoping they peek for information to kind of find out, since they are a little bit lacking on weapons. And now they're going to know. Lucan, with him going down, they know the bomb is going to be heading towards the B site. Rotations, I would imagine they're just going to be saving the AWP, or at least looking to try to. Malta's pushing up. Unfortunately, Malta won't be able to get any kills off that. So I think Sharks, they're going to save Marin. Yeah, he can afford to go into CZ. But that's still not a terrible round for Sharks, considering they didn't really have that much invested into it. Like, obviously, they threw everything they possibly could, but they didn't have the best of weapons, and they still get 2 kills.
And they're playing for the exit frags as well. I think they've just told Myron that there is another Krieg in towards long, because they wouldn't have been able to get rid of the gun. So he can go back, he can pick that up. I think it's in a pit somewhere, so that'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, they're not even going to play for the exit. Smart stuff. It was actually the AK that fell. So they're going to go through with all of these weapons. They'll be able to hold on to this. 10-3. Renegades need these rounds, though. That is the important fact, is they were so far behind. Any momentum at all they can gain going into the next half is going to be incredibly beneficial for them. So it's good they've woken up now. There will be a better buy coming out for Sharks. Actually, no, the cash is absolutely dreadful.
So I was actually going to say that. Like, I think they actually have a better buy with these 3 guns than they had in the last round.
Yeah, because what we saw, they did have the AWP, but they had like an MP9 and a Scout.
Yeah, and then they had a FAMAS as well for Leo. Like, it's really not that bad of a buy up here for Sharks. It's just if people can hit some shots. I mean, JNT's been doing fairly well with AWP. Renegades finally not having that pressure of, you know, having these not full buys, you know, with full utility to back up their weapons. They've finally been able to stabilize a little bit. But the question comes, is it a little bit too late? 10-3 and Sharks, I mean, they're starting to kind of swim away with this game. This is Renegade's map choice, and their CT side, I don't know how strong it'll actually be for them. And I would imagine Sharks on the T side, like that's when Marin's going to chomp down onto the Renegades.
Surprising fact is, versus G2, I feel like their CT half is where they really had some huge rounds and a big amount of impact. It's Dust2 though, it's a whole different story. It's a whole can of worms as well. Sharks are playing very, very good today into this matchup. JNT, he's been pivotal to their success. Smoke's going to go down, plays for the contact push, goes around, doesn't take any damage, does get the leg shot off and towards Malta, and brings him down to 17 HP. And he's got the read from that. Dexter with the backstab. He needs to be able to find this frag and to exit. He will do so. They're crumbling, and the defense has been broken through. They've got in towards the bomb site, and Renegades are in a great position into the round.
Leo, though, he's still alive, turns into a 3-on-3. Lucan's going to be on the delayed push through. There's still going to be a player defending, and Lucan actually takes the head clean off Malta. Inus, though, able to respond. So down to now a 2-on-2. Sharks not able to get the man advantage they need to force this retake successfully. But Leo, I started talking about him before. He's able to hit some shots now. Sicko alone against two players. He hits the shot on Lucan, looking to play up close and personal against Leo. The time is ticking away. Leo spots him out. He gets the kill as well. And I believe he should have the time to pull off this defuser, and it looks like Sharks going to go up to 11.
I thought that was going to be a no-scope, honestly. I thought Drunky was about to get slapped in the face.
Is that
that's huge.
A jab at me? A nose scope?
A nose scope.
Wow. Jackie.
No, just an unzoom. Cheeky little unzoom frag with the AWP.
Cheeky little banger.
Oh, hell yeah. Instead, it's an 11-3. Sharks, the more rounds they get on the CT side, the better right now, because they're playing just really quite beautifully. It's been working well for them. A lot of the clutches have been going their way. I mean, the one saving grace for Renegades, at least going into this, on round 15, they do have a very, very effective buyout. They've got Sicko back on the AWP as well.
It's kind of a shame for Renegades. They haven't been able to go for like a standard A hit, right? Like the Sharks have been holding Catwalk quite consistently, quite aggressively.
But they also lost like every long fight, didn't they, really, for the most part?
Yeah, I mean, when JNT's playing on top of platform, I mean, the only fights they did win was Leo when he was holding Pit, like with an SMG. So yeah, you're probably going to win those just based off the weapons alone. I mean, but it seems like Sharks are trying to read into a potential hit towards B. You've got Exit over here. You got Marin. You got Lucan trying to play up close with the MP9. So leaving the A side a little bit open, but then again, they're playing for the retake. They're allowing GNT to hit some shots. I keep calling him GNT. He should just change his name. JNT playing with the op over towards Car. But it looks like it will come towards B. And this is going to be a tough take, I'd say. I mean, with the window hold they have currently set up for Sharks, they have a lot of information. But there you go. Dick Stacy strikes and slays Marin.
Dick's taking heads, but Exit is taking names as he'll be able to come back through. Sicko's going to punish with the AWP. INS just lurking towards top mid does a great job as Leo Drunky wouldn't suspect it. Charges round into his own demise. They're all falling to pieces here in the last round of the first half, and it's all up to Lucan. One man and an MP9. You may have a dream into the round, but is that dream going to come true, Jason?
Oh, well, in the words of S Club 7, I've never had a dream come true, and I don't think it's going to come true here for him. And there you go. Dexter pulls off the final kill, and Renegades do take a couple of rounds back, but unfortunately 11-4 will be the scoreline at the end of the first half here of our first map in this series. We'll be heading to a short break, and when we come back, we'll see if Renegades can step it up.
Here we go. Back in as we carry on with this one, Jason. 11-4 was the scoreline at the end of the first half. Sharks, they're doing damage right now. They have been biting their way through everything the Renegades can throw up, but can they break through the defense? J&T's been broken instantly, though. 11 HP to kick this off.
I was more concerned about how you break someone in, but you know, like I can understand like a saddle or like a baseball glove
as well. Yeah, you break in shoes if they're a bit tight.
Yeah. Well, right now we see Sharks looking to set up for a hit towards the A site. Malta's going to have to hit some shots, and he gets boosted up already off the bat and then overrun. Look at that. They take the 2 kills towards the players towards long A, and now it comes down to the hold from the last players in CT spawn. This is looking very tough for Sharks, especially since the bomb should go across here, at least be thrown across out of J&T. Did you know? So what would you, so it's not a cube, or I mean, it is a cube technically, the bomb. But do you know that cubes can roll?
I did know that. Yeah, it does. It does have a bit of a rolly physics to it.
Feels like it defies the laws of nature, to be honest. And right now, Dick Stacy defying the laws of nature as he gets himself 2 kills in a situation he shouldn't have really been able to get 1, and now gives a chance for Renegades actually to take this round back.
Yeah, this is massive. A round for nothing potentially here, and Dick Stacy's going to be leading the charge, looking for even more, but here's the main man. No, he goes down, Mayan. He can't get success into the round. Lucan has to clutch it out. USP in hand. The bomb is down. Time's ticking away. They have a kit on Dexter. He's going to jump on the bomb. He was trying to peek into it, looking for the frag on the diffuser, but it's not going to happen. Renegades, they clutch out that round, and it's all because of Dick Stacy.
BDS, man. BDS. Big Dick Stacy coming up massive. He really underperformed in the first half. I mean, he had, I think, like 7 rounds in, 4 kills, and 3 of those came from 1 round alone.
Yep.
But that quad kill really helped keep Renegades alive here, taking that pistol round. That was looking all the way of Sharks, honestly, and the Mayor kind of missed his shot as he pushes in towards CT spawn. Well done out of the Renegades, but now they need to chain these rounds together. They need to continue to win these time after time. Lucan going to be tacked up in middle from Sika with the scout. It's not too bad of a start here, but then again, Sharks have not really invested into this round. They're going to go for the round 3 buy-up. You got the Deagles and P250s in there. But I would imagine Renegade should have this round. Though I'm getting a little bit scared, though, as time does tick away.
Ooh, they've been given the short control that they wanted, but it won't matter because the shooting range of the CTs has at least worked out as they punish them coming towards
He's going to get the bomb down.
Yeah, as long as he gets the cash, he's happy. That's all he wants to go for. The nade knocks him to 12 HP. He gets the cash. That's a win in their book, Jason.
Oh my gosh, seeing that nade land like right next to him, it just hurts. It hurts to watch. But well done. I mean, to get the bomb down in that situation when all they invested was, what, 2 Deagles and I think a P250? That really shouldn't have been happening. But hey, a lot of extra money to spend. Look at that, 6K practically per player. And Renegade's the one going to be on the back foot. I mean, they have 4K on 3 players who need to buy up, or on the 2 players that need to buy.
Leo Junkie's on for a P90 buy. Curious to see what he does. I want a bit of Leo cam. I want to see if he's just going to absolutely wild out.
Just, yeah. He's going to tear into this round, hopefully, like a video game Drunky did to Death Stranding.
Ooh, that is true. Let's see if they can survive this walking simulator, if they're going to fall over on their way towards the B bomb site, Jason, as their path is blocked. Looks like they're not setting up the chiral network anytime soon.
He's going to charge the smoke. Come on. You know he's going to do it. P90, just hold that left click.
I mean, Dick might spam it.
Oh, P90, let's go. They get the bomb site. They get the bomb down. And I don't think Renegades should be able to keep all these weapons necessarily. J&T over towards Long House, looking to push out, gets a kill in a Malta. Now it's Renegades just trying to save this M4 and this Scout. Not the most ideal weapons to save into the next round, but instead he backs off. Not trying to punish them even further. And Sharks again, 12 rounds now. And Renegades aren't really going to be able to buy up to the next.
This is worrying as well, right? Because even the rounds Renegades have won now have still been so close, so clutch off of one player popping off, and it's just not sustainable. If you need Dick Stacy to get a 4K to be able to win one of those rounds, how many times is that going to happen? Whereas Sharks, straight into this, they just bombard out towards B. P90 shenanigans on display as well. At least he's got rid of it. He has picked up an M4, so it's not going to be too outrageous going forward. But Sharks, a clean round. Everyone survives. And they now have 12 in the bank. Talking of bank, not much money left for Renegades either, Jason. It's definitely going to be awkward.
I was just thinking like $12 in the bank doesn't really sound that nice.
No, probably not. I mean, you could get a hot dog maybe with that.
How expensive are the hot dogs that you're buying?
A gourmet hot dog, $11.
Like truffles and like little specks of 24 karat gold.
Oh yeah.
I'd eat it.
The bun is just made out of pure iron. It's really good. You need to get your iron into your system.
This isn't Minecraft. Dexter, in the meantime, looking to build a path, a bridge to victory here as they charge straight through and secure a weapon. Malta, with just the scout. He's going to be overrun here. Nice little use of the smoke, though, to play around. And Nate coming through can do some decent damage. Actually, doesn't really connect onto anyone. Drunky, though, down and burning. 35 HP, trying to go for the plant within the smoke. Mayern's there to protect. He should be able to hold on to anyone crossing from CT, but there still is one saving grace. It's going to be Dick Stacy coming in from behind, and that's where he likes to play. Mayern will fall, and it's down to the 2 players to defend this. Sicko with a jump shot takes down Leo. Now Lukin, can he hold on somehow against the 3 players charging straight through? It's a shooting gallery for him, but he can't quite connect the bullets. Only able to get one, and Renegades again will just skate by and be able to take this round.
Barely, though. 2 players surviving. At least they picked it up. Rounds are the commodity. It doesn't really matter too much about the cash because time is ticking away. Sharks getting ever closer to the sweet 16 rounds they need to close this down. So Renegades, they have to keep carrying on like this. They've got to maintain this form. Scavenging some weapons is going to be good as well, so they can try and actually get out a very healthy buy with the cash they had available to them. Everyone's going to have rifles. 1 Krieg on parade as well on INS.
I feel like losing the first half is just such a barrier, right? Because if Renegades win these rounds to try to, you know, catch back up, they have to fight against Sharks buying every round because of max loss bonus, right? And then even if Sharks like win a round, then Renegades might be hurting for money depending on like how many casualties they've had throughout the rounds. And then if Renegades win again, it's not like Sharks is gonna be hurting for money anyway. So it's kind of like this massive like uphill battle. I know explanation was pretty garbage, but I'm pretty sure all of you bright kids out there will understand what I mean. It's so tough to have to win every single round out, knowing the other team is basically gonna be buying against you every single time. You're not gonna have that easy round to accumulate some money, you know, to relax a little bit and take some time to think. I guess that's where the timeouts come into effect.
Leo taking a little bit of damage here. Down to 81. As again, they're allowing short control. Renegades, they're not actively defending or playing aggressively for it. They're not trying to push out and get the opening frags. Instead, they're going to concede it and try and clean up into the late round. Sharks, they've been able to get onto the A site multiple times so far on this T side half. But will they win the struggle for long? Malta, he's going to be the Lone Ranger trying to lock it down. Currently situated in pit. He has 1 flash, Jason.
I don't know, Malta's got a lot of kills to find. INS no flashbang either to help him out. They've actually not spotted out. I don't know why they haven't even checked his position. And well, he'll only get 1, unfortunately. And look at this, he catches. How did Sharks just catch 2 players looking towards Mayern on short?
Well, he doesn't have any control. There's awful these bits here as well. Dexter's so lucky to even get 1 frag there. There was no control for it, right? So, like, literally, they could hate short whenever they want. They've realized this now because it's been the same thing each and every time with the way Renegades are playing it. It's so laxed. They're able to walk out. Sharks have their number, and Renegades have nothing. Literally nothing
right,
to buy up.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, if you win these rounds, is great, but if you lose a lot of players to win the rounds, it came down to 1v1 clutch, right? Where Renegades took a round prior. And then once Sharks win that 1 round against you, you're not going to have money. And even if you somehow pull that back, Sharks are still going to be buying into the follow-up round because of their loss bonus. So, such a tough hill to climb up for Renegades, especially being down almost double the rounds currently. After this round, they might be.
And this is just back to the classic that they love as well. They had the spawn towards the B site. They know they've broken the economy. You might as well just go for an attack on B. At least they find 1 frag as the players are rotating back round from short. They can pick up that Krieg and try and bring that out to slay Dick Stacy, the silent assassin on the site, but he's going to be even more silent now as he's dead.
At least 1 SG for Renegades. I would imagine you're going to save this. Again, your money is terrible. They're not even going to have like a real confident buy into the round after this, but they're going to have to decide, do we force it up to prevent Sharks from taking the map? Or do we play for overtime? And yeah, like this series, I honestly thought, Jackie, I think we're both in agreement about this. We thought it was going to be a lot closer than it's turned out to be. Sharks have really come to play today.
Yeah. It's mad. Like, looking at it, I thought Skarks might have a chance to actually take this as a series and walk away as a 2-1, but...
Does INS to you look like an Australian Tweede? Next time you see his...
I'll have a proper look. I'll keep
looks
that
like,
in mind.
you know, because Tweede's German.
Yeah.
Looks like an Australian Tweede.
I'll confirm or deny in a minute. I'll see.
I can see it in the face. I mean, it doesn't have, like, I guess the biceps that Tweede has, but...
Yeah, it's got some big biceps.
Yeah. It's living the dream, you know, streaming, making content, working out. Giving me free knives.
You can dream on, Jason. You can hope. And Renegades need hope right now. This is better, though. They've actually tried to get short control early on. INS is pushed out. However, Long is incredibly open. Skarks, they might be able to capitalize off the back of this. We're also seeing Dick Stacy back up to his old shenanigans, playing exactly inside the smoke, but the flashbangs are going to keep it blind. He does push through. Oh, but the spam from exit completely removes any chance of this going their way, and they're already rotating off. Look how panicked they are.
I mean, their weapons are not ideal. The utility's not there either, right? So retaking B site's going to be too difficult to do. So you kind of need to reinforce it to make sure they don't lose out on anyone more, give up too much of it. Dexter's able to chime back, though, and get one. See?
Yeah, kind of. I can see it.
Yeah. It's the eyes.
He's also got a Cadian look about him.
Well, that's just rude.
Oh, J&T. The double AWP shut down as Skarks need one more round here, Jason, and it's set up to be a little bit of a freebie. Renegades, they really don't have much cash. Wouldn't be surprised if it's basically just going to be a bit of a deco play coming through, potentially maybe a FAMAS if they want to try and risk it. It's an MP9, but yeah, likelihood of this is incredibly slim. This should be a 16-7 victory for Skarks on the map pick of Renegades.
I mean, that deficit's almost blinding.
It is.
7 to 15.
They're a shining light right now, Jason.
Yeah. Just the pistols, too. Skarks, you have to imagine it's hard to believe they're going to lose this one, especially with Lee already able to pick up 2. Exit getting 1 onto Dick Stacy. Lucan spots out Malta. That's going to be over towards Longhouse. Should be able to clean that one up. And it all comes down to Dexter. 1 versus 4. Wishing he had his kill room right now to keep Renegades alive. Looks like the police will spot. Oh my gosh! I was imagining J2 is going to close that out, but all right. So a little bit of life left within him. But the bomb, look where it is. He doesn't know it's down towards, top of mid, towards T spawn. But it's not going to matter. Leo gets the final kill. Skarks win the first map 16-7.